See a pig's head laying down in Snyder Park.
Hi lovelies, and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Stranad and here is Ballistic Gist. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload videos, you will be the first person to be notified. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of ours, you guys are the real MVP. So guys, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok and I thought to share with you guys. We all know the trend all over the social media about these people eating cats and dogs and all of that, and this got a lot of people reacting, but I was just able to see one reaction from a pan-colored woman explaining what she feels that she saw. I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. Alright lovelies, let's dive into it.
There's been a lot of allegations of animals going missing, ducks being basically
Yes, sir.
taken.
There's pictures of that too.
Can you speak on that? Have you ever seen that in person?
I've seen, the only thing I've seen, I did see a pig's head laying down in Snyder Park.
You saw a pig's head?
A pig's head.
Like it had been cut off? Or?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't really see that every day, do you?
No, you don't. It's kind of surprising.
Wow.
But then our city wants to pass it off as cult stuff.
That's cult stuff.
Yeah.
Do you think that has anything to do with, like the connections with voodoo that Haitians commonly have? I mean, in Haiti, it's a very commonly practiced thing.
I'm sorry. There's actually been a couple people that I know that have been told that they were going to be cursed by voodoo.
By Haitians?
By Haitians.
So that actually is a real thing here.
Yes.
And them practicing voodoo with animals, pig's head.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's you don't hear that every day. That's crazy. How long have you been a resident of Springfield, Ohio?
My entire 58 years.
Your entire 58 years.
Yes,
so
sir.
You'll look a day over 20. Okay. So,
Thanks.
How would you describe what's going on here in Springfield? What are your concerns? What brings you out to City Hall today?
My concerns are security, mostly for the women in this town, the young girls. I've been accosted. I've been groped. I've been followed. I don't leave my house unless I'm armed and have my pit bull. And I couldn't bring them down here, but luckily I knew there was a bunch of people. The education system, it's terrible. And we've got adults going to school at the high school.
Can you explain that a little bit?
There were fights the first day. There are illegals. They're from 19 to 23 years old going to our high school.
That's a little unusual. I don't think I've ever heard that before.
My 10-year-old granddaughter has a 16-year-old in her class.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does that raise safety concerns for you?
It raises many safety concerns for me. And like I said, all the women and females in Springfield, I don't care how old you are, obviously I'm 58 and I've been accosted.
Can you explain kind of what happened in that situation?
Well, I have lived on the south end of Springfield my whole entire life. It is, the majority of the population is black. I've never had any problems. I was at a store a few days ago on South Limestone Street. I was attacked. I was called racist because I'm white. That was their reasoning, because I'm white.
Wow. Well, then you had mentioned about, being groped in the past. Could you explain that as well?
Yeah, a Haitian guy was following me around the store. Literally following me. I asked him once, "Why are you following me?" He smiled and turned his back. The second time he came down the aisle, he was up against my rear end. And I pushed back from him and I said, "What the F are you doing?" And he said, "You don't understand English." So I pulled up my shirt and said, "Do you understand that?" And he left.
Wow. Well, and what would you want people? Obviously, this has kind of blown up into a national news story overnight, it seems like.
Well, they're burying their heads in the sand. Our city commission, our mayors, our people that we pay to protect us, the police, their hands are tied. I mean, everybody's complaining because the police aren't doing nothing, but they can't. Biden and Harris gave these people complete immunity, complete amnesty. So their hands are tied. So we're on our own here. And then they get on the news and they say that we're lying about what's going on here. If you get on Facebook, for anybody that lives in Springfield that feels the way I do, there's pictures to prove what we're saying.
I've heard a lot in the interviews that I've talked to today, and obviously seen online, about the driving out here. Does the driving concern you?
That would be another reason I don't leave my house, because I have one car. I can't afford to buy another one. I have liability. If one of them hit me, my insurance company is going to say, should have got full coverage, and now you're paying more anyway. So,
do you feel like, you guys are almost being treated as like second-class citizens compared to the illegal immigrants?
We're being treated worse than second-class citizens. We don't count. We don't have a word. They just said they took notes on what I was saying, and they'll contact me. Yeah, I believe that. Like, I believe I'm a millionaire.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you would want the public to know about your situation and the situation of locals here?
Yeah, this is not about racism. It's not about hate for other people. They brought this in on us too much too fast. They should have been taught our laws. They should have been taught some of our culture, and vice versa. We have no problem learning their cultures. This town has invited many cultures, and all have been welcome. The Haitians said something about, why don't we say something about the Mexicans? Because they learned our laws and
assimilated.
Right. They're not using the bathroom in a department store. Display toilets.
Like, seriously, lovelies, this whole cat and rat of a thing, the Haiti community eating cat and rat, has actually turned the whole of internet reacting. It all started with the statement made by, Donald Trump during the presidential debate, where he talks about how, immigrants are floating and, eating cats and dogs and using them for, voodoo and all of that. And this got or spiked internet to ask questions like, is this actually what is happening in Ohio? Like, a lot of people, came out to defend this, claim. A lot of people were of the opinion that there is nothing like that. And if there was something of that nature, why is it that there are no videos, trending all over social media to actually, show whatsoever that was happening in Ohio? The thing is that a lot of people, came out to defend and try to, like, okay, we don't know what he's talking about. This is not going on. He's just trying to make things up, just the way at which he talked about how immigrants taking their jobs. But now, I actually commend this young man that went to street to actually, interview people to make them understand that this is actually what is trending, and the people want to actually know, what is really going on. So he decided to meet up with the residents, who happens to be pan-colored people, and of course, you guys heard what the pan-colored woman said. She actually agreed that these people are actually eating and unaliving dogs and cats, and maybe using it for voodoo and all of that. But the thing is that there's one thing about this interview, when I saw this interview, I read, I went through the comment section, and a lot of people were of the opinion that she is actually probably saying this because it's, Haitian people are actually black people and all of that. You know how discriminatory these people can be. And another thing is that when she was asked the question, she talked about how how somebody was actually fooling her, and she also talked about how a 17-year-old or 16-year-old was in the same class with her 10-year-old, and that is, something that is concerning and all of that. This whole thing actually, pies up to getting a proper information. The fact at which these people has been said that, okay, they're eating cat and rat, and nothing has been shown for that. The only video that I saw that was circulating all over social media is that of a woman who is actually, medical unstable, who happens to, I think she unalive a cat, and she was, a 911 call was called, and she got arrested. This woman happened not to even be the, Haitian woman. So I don't know. I decided to just bring this here for us to actually know what is going on. And if you guys actually have an idea, if actually this, Haitian people are actually unaliving, eating, and using, cats and rats for if you do a thing, why not just leave it in the comment section? Because we really want to know, correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. And please, if you've not subscribed up to this extent, do you get a huge favor to click on the subscription button, like this video, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.